Friends. This is Zarina. Such a wonderful blessing to greet you, ladies, this evening. And as we know, because we are you, it is a lot of topsy-turvy and winding roads, and yet there is so much beauty. So much beauty. We've asked this one to move forward in whatever way is right for her this evening. And so we've been looking into a lot of different directions. So many blessings in this world and so much of the challenge as well. And of course, you heard her talk about being fair to herself. So we're going to wind that into some of our work this evening. And so I'm going to step aside and, well, there's a little one here who would like to speak to you first. Yes, this is Bubbles. I get to talk tonight first. I am Bubbles. And you know, my bubbles are filled with joy. My bubbles are filled with joy and happiness and loving care. And well, I've come to help to lighten the load this evening for all of you. As there is so much going on in the physical world that is, well, beyond the human way of looking at life, beyond the way of human understanding. We are also working a little bit with, of course, self-care and self-responsibility. And again, being fair to yourself in whatever place you are in life. And so, once again, Little Bubbles is this one's joy guide. And we've been working for quite some time with this channel not to think about bubbles bursting, because bubbles are not bursting for any of us, including those of you right now in this physical world and those who listen to the channeling later. We've asked this one to keep her light shining brightly, and so she's leaving her camera on tonight for a special reason. But we would like to share with you, and this is new for her too, because she's used to turning the camera off while she's doing this. But we've been working with new alignments, and Bubbles knows how difficult it has been. And yes, Nancy knew, because life is so new for all of you. And you and harmony with us are the lights in the world right now. And again, we do move through you. And your personalities, your ego personality, are the channel for us to use our voice through. Well, again, there's that little Maribel. No surprise, she wants to step in with Bubbles here for just a minute. Hi, Mama. This is Maribel again. I kind of like this kind of moving around a little bit and seeing you through a different perspective. And well, my goodness, we're so grateful for all of the preparedness and getting ready for so many changes in your life. And that fellow of yours, and of course the animals and everybody. Also want to mention to you again about, we know what a good friend that Cecilia is, and we know what a good friend Reverend Violet here it is, and we know what a good friend you are, and that Miss Kathy appreciates you so much. And well, Patty and April and Barbara, Cecilia, everybody, all such good friends, and of course, Amy, doing all that she does. Well, Maribel just wanted to say how much I appreciate each of you and the light you're bringing into the world right now. That's about it from my side right now. Just wanted to say hi and thank you for being you and giving me room, a little wiggle room to do my part today. Thank you. And yes, this is Serena again. It is such a blessing to watch each of you as individuals and this group and other groups as you are moving forward, meeting the challenges that are necessary along the way these days. It has not or will not go unnoticed. It will not go unnoticed. And as we often mention, we're working with vibration. The vibration of happiness and joy, compassion, fairness, so many blessings. And now, once again, I'm going to step aside. Somebody else would like to say a few words. And yes, this is Sister Claire Rose. As you know, I come often and have come through the other channel as well, and you are so aware of the pink rose. The idea of the newness of life and coming together on common ground. And you have heard this channel mention that the gentleman, as she has been calling him, who hit her head on and then ran away from the scene. And she found out today that they had not caught him. But she has been working with forgiving him, not knowing what his life is like or has been, but also forgiving herself, not just through this violet time, but through the whole of eternity. I guess the soul healing is what we're referring to. And so Sister Clara Rose is knowing more and more too as I move through with this one. And of course, I touch in with each of you and often come through this channel or the other channel, it seems, to bring the greetings. It's a greeting card. It's a greeting card. And then, well, we're going to talk a little about Easter, I guess, whether it's Easter or not. It's that kind of kindness and giving of the rising of the energy all over the planet. And so many people are rising up and meeting the challenges. They are meeting the challenges of living life on this planet right now. And once again, relaxing and relaxing and relaxing some more in the way you care about. We are encouraging you this evening to relax into the knowing of who you really truly are, that essence of you. that essence of you that is the authentic, real version of you that is way beyond this physical experience. So many people these days are feeling lost and alone. And we know that you see them on the street corners, but they're in homes as well. But that isn't really a bad thing when you see it from our perspective, because this is a time of the great turning, the great twisting and turning. And the swirling dervish comes to mind. And sometimes we know for some of you, you feel like you are the swirling dervish, spinning around and around and around and around, and really not even knowing, not knowing, not feeling like you have your feet on the ground. And yet, the swirling dervish, well, keeps that focus, keeps that center, that wonderful center, as he or she turns around and around and around. It's like a top that spins. And as that top is spinning, as long as it keeps moving forward in the way its purpose is, then it stays strong. We just want to encourage you with all of the changes within you and in the physical world to learn to relax into that inner you of you as you're moving from that third 3D dimension of the physical world and through the fourth dimension and beyond in a way that is right and strong and caring and purposeful for you. And you know, Sister Clara Rose always brings the living rose, that wonderful living rose. It is a pink rose that's planted in your heart. And it keeps growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And Sister Clara Rose keeps encouraging you with this way. And now there is someone else that we would like to bring in that has a message of joy as well. And yes, this is Gladys Strom. I am Gladys Strom. And you know, some of you know Letha Brogdon. And there have been several of you who knew her or know her who have been wondering if she has made the transition. She has not been able to hear for some time and is well into her 90s. But Gladys wants you to know that Letha Brogdon has been ready to go for some time, so whenever she goes, that's just fine. But for you, my friends, for you, this is your time. This is your time to let your light shine, to let your light shine with consistency of spirit and that vibration of authenticity and being comfortable as you are physical. And now I move back a little bit too, and I relax and I leave room for the quiet and the peace, the new hope, the journey within. This is your trial, shall we say? Or is it even more than a trial? It is your willingness to be of service and to treat yourself with respect. And in the beginning, and these concepts come to light, and you may think to yourself, well, I treat myself with respect. And then that is a process, as all of these things are in the physical world. Well, and in the spiritual world as well. To treat yourself with respect. And it begins as an idea. And then all of a sudden, as you set your intention to be growing versions of yourself, you think, I need to do this for myself because I like myself, because I respect myself. Or I see where I can improve on my respect for myself. And that one that we have been channeling through this evening, she used to come to our home in Anderson, Indiana, and I would go into trance and give a reading for her. And I do remember too, after her mother passed away, I was the one who got to share first. And her mother is here right now, and her mother got to talk to her darling daughter, Violet, after she had gone back into that homeland. And it was such a joy to be able to reach out and to touch in. What a blessing. And yes, this is Iva, of course. It certainly was. And I still am close to my daughter, this daughter, but my other daughter as well. And as you have heard her talk, our son-in-law has been having some challenges, but it's been through mediumship and through the prayers of many different people along the way that now our son-in-law, Jim, is doing much better and is wanting to come home and is eating naturally. And our dear daughter, Darlene, is also doing much better as she too is for service. And our grandsons as well. That whole part of our family is from a different philosophy of life, being the Southern Baptists that they are. But it matters not. They are good at heart. And their prayers go answered as well. And so Dick and I, my husband, we are so proud of both of these girls. And we are so grateful to share with you too. So I'm just going to step out again, and I said to tell you that Serena has said to just move right on. And yes, this is Gladys again. And I too was the first one to be able to channel this one's father. And once again, he is remembering what his wife Iva said when she first came home was and could talk is, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Because Iva had had a terrible trouble and was very ill and had peripheral neuropathy with her nerves dying all over her body. And then, when Violet's father, Dick, came, he too was grateful for the many blessings in his life. And he was grateful to be able to see his daughter, Violet, in a very different light. Well, I'll let him speak. And Gladys still has permission to kind of lead for a few minutes here. And yes, this is Dick. I was very surprised because, well, Violet's mama, my wife, and I were rather skeptical about this mediumship stuff. But we knew her heart, and we have learned so much by now. And that matters not to us whether they're Democrat or Republican or Baptist or whatever this one is, metaphysicians, I guess. The whole idea is self-respect and doing what comes naturally. And each of you women are in that natural flow of doing what comes naturally. So keep on keeping on. The light is straight ahead. Move forward, it's due north. Yes. And this red eagle, we move fast tonight. Earth moves fast. Shoot straight arrow. Red eagle, straight arrow. Red eagle protector. Red eagle know how. Move forward. Bring light in darkness of night. Look, red eagle. Red eagle chief. Red eagle have many feathers. Red eagle know how. Treat self with respect. Shoot straight arrow. Bury hatchet against himself. Been in works long time. Talked about it many times here. Treat all of you respect. New hope for you as individuals. New hope shining brightly out into the darkness of the night. The red eagle brings strength to purpose. Be fair to yourself. Respect yourself. Let go of those old fearful things. Poison. Fear is poison. You not poison yourself. Red eagle can be soft and gentle too. None of you poison yourself with fear, with self-doubt. None of you fall apart during these challenging times. Always balance with the beautiful times. I move aside. And yes, this is Reverend Gladdy again. We're moving and weaving our carpet very beautifully this evening. It is often, we have noticed, difficult for you to keep up with everything that is changing so quickly. But do not doubt. It's that worry-free idea. Do not doubt. You do not walk alone. And each of you are working with that inner strength, that power of love to heal. And you are, as we often hear from this one, full-time love bugs. And as you are those full-time love bugs, you learn more about what it means to really respect yourself, and you learn more about the joys of eating a freshly picked strawberry. And sometimes you pick those strawberries out of the field or on your garden, or you bring your plants in so they won't get frozen when the night has dipped into freezing weather. Bloody just wanted to share a little bit and to let you know I have been growing a lot too. And we in the world of spirit keep on growing right along with you. And I step aside. And then once again, this is Serena. We often work with the magic carpet, the golden thread that weaves to the and through the magic carpet, and reminding you that sometimes what is right for you is not what is usually thought to be right in the physical world. The physical world is the third dimension that says, this is the way it is. But each of you are aware that there is much more than the physical world. And once again, here is Clarabelle and Sister Clara Rose. And I too have talked with you and Clarabelle. Clarabelle is right here with Sister Clara Rose, and I am Clarabelle. I'm going to speak for a moment, but we are uniting our vibrations because I am Clarabelle. I am the energy of good orderly direction. Sometimes this one has called it the God energy, good orderly direction. That essential part of you. And then there is Sister Clara Rose is right here with us. We're working with vibration, with vibrational control, and setting that kind, soft, gentle, feminine energy balanced with the masculine energy. And knowing without doubt and fear and trepidation that you have everything you need. And now you can feel as Clarabelle and Sister Clara Rose come together as a team. And that's what it's like for each of you to feel the strength of your physical alignment and your spiritual alignment in one complete, harmonious, divine design. And by complete, we mean fully connected physically and spiritually into harmony of the one, connected to your source, and being able to experience, to use your own divine design in the way you've come to experience life at its fullness at this time in the evolutionary period on this planet, and of course on the universe. Sister Clara Rose and Clarabelle, of course. We are joined with a chorus of angels. And the chorus of angels that channels through this one often is drawing close to you right now, and you can feel as angels and archangels draw close. And yes, there are guides and teachers and loved ones, and of course, Dr. Jones, our alchemist, and Master Saint Germain, so many of the alchemists and the joy guides, drawing close with everybody else. And again, there is that living rose that we have brought forth with you so often. But these ideas, these concepts become the deepening well of consciousness that holds you strong, no matter what those outside third dimensional experiences appear to be. Each of you in this, you know your own heart song, and it is unified with the source, with the physical and the spiritual harmony, the universal harmony, the light, the song, and the nourishment of the spheres of consciousness coming together on common ground and being able to forgive. Forgive yourself throughout eternity for any of those things that where you may have fallen short and not really even been aware of it. But now the awareness is quickening. The well of consciousness is deepening. And yes, Master Saint Germain is here. And Redigal. And so many of the Tecumseh, so many of the Indian indigenous people, all coming to the center and standing strong. Those in the world of spirit, bringing down their vibrations and meeting those in the physical. Those who are working intentionally with loving care, with compassion, with holding light strong. And once again, we come to this time of prayerful meditation in the male and the female balance, the golden thread of the magic carpet being weaven or woven. And once again, you know and you experience your own heart song, your intention for being on this planet at this time. And we can stand here in the center of self and feel that wonderful, wonderful peace of that living rose as we draw on that healing energy that comes with the living rose. And Sister Clara Rose and Clarabelle, Master Saint Germain and all. Yes, Master Emmanuel is here. Master Cleon is here. So many, your own guides and teachers and loved ones. You are not alone. You are comfortable just being yourself. You're comfortable living in the physical world while you're expressing the spiritual alignment as well. And we sit together. Once again, that living rose, the forgiveness that comes with common ground, the enlightenment of your spirit, lighting up the physical, lighting up the darkness of the night. And there is comfort, and there is joy, and there is loving care, compassion, and you have your and self understanding and awareness and self-respect. And as you respect yourselves in these greater and greater ways, it is an ongoing journey. And being fair to yourself in every way. And we sit once again in the center of that living rose. It opens up like the lotus. out of the muck and the darkness into the light of day. And there is hope, and there is kindness, and there is peace, and there is the healing coming from within. And Sister Clara Rose now is right here. And we work in the silence and in the quiet right now. And feeling the essence of life intergalactically as well. In the silence, the healing continues. And in the quiet of the night, the lightning bugs are rising up. They too belong right now. And there is peace, and there is quiet, and there is the living rose. And there is feeling of being safe. And your physical body knows too that it is safe with you. Your hearts are safe with you. Your physical body is safe with you. And there is silence, there is peace, and there is the living rose of life. And we say thank you for the opportunity to be of service. As each of you begin to feel your feet, and of course your joy guides have helped to hold your feet down, and to becoming aware once again, and coming back into this Zoom room in the quietness, bringing with you all of the nourishment that you have received and all of the nourishment that you have shared. Your healing journey coming from deep within continues. The living rose is a cosmic journey coming from deep within the center of self. And there is peace, and there is quiet. There is insight and understanding, and there is healing. And we have come back into this room. And there is peace and quiet and namaste.